On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we are here at my buddy Eli's house with the F250, and today we're gonna use it to pull a new car to the new shop. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today I'm here with Eli and this Audi. And this Audi has a story. And basically, what my side of the story is, you decided you were just done because it was just too much, right?
I guess, yeah. I just don't have the time with the full-time job. So the whole story starts out, I bought this thing from Copart. Most vehicles you get there to be salvaged, wrecked, like this guy over here.
Absolutely. But, this is a cool looking rebuild too.
Yeah, this is front end damage. They hit a deer, looks like. But,
nice.
So this guy, it was a clean title, which usually they're all salvage. Had no keys.
Yep.
So
they gotcha.
Yeah, it was definitely a gamble. It was like, I'll give it a shot and see what it goes for. Got it for a decent price. Showed it directly to the Audi dealership. Got a new key made for it.
Yeah.
And
what'd that key cost?
Not cheap.
It's not?
No.
I would assume like $300-400.
The key was $300, and then the program it was another $90. So
okay, $400 for a key.
Pretty
okay,
much it.
And it's a 2011 A6 clean title from Copart.
Yep, 3.0 Supercharged.
3.0 Supercharged, abandoned by the homie Eli. So we're buying this abandoned A6 because he got tricked with the old no key thing.
Got the key made, went to put it in there and start it, and just click. Put a breaker bar on the crank pulley, and it's stuck.
And you put a new battery in it, right? Before that?
Yeah, brand new battery, because the people that sold it stole it out of there. There's nothing in the trunk.
Of course.
So, yeah, brand new battery go with it. Yeah. Tried the Audi battery. Yep.
Oh, you had Audi do the battery programming too?
Resets
the oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, the BMS reset's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
ACDS software
gotcha.
computer, but
cool.
Yeah, tried to, just for the hell of it, soak the cylinders in diesel and some oil and tried to turn it and still completely stuck. So.
Fully seized. Well,
yeah.
That is super unfortunate, and it's a good way some sellers can get you on Copart deals, right? Because Copart, they're just the middleman. They're just selling it.
Yep, exactly.
What you can do is give them the car with no key, and they'll list it as for sale with no key. And I'd say 50% of the time, you're ending up with a bad engine. Yeah. I've seen it a lot of times. Like a friend of mine the other day bought like a 2018 or 19 BMW X5, no key, and they went and had the key made, hit the button, full rod knock, like all the way through. Trash engine.
Yeah, I figured too. I think they probably just took the key through the trash and put it on Copart. So.
That's exactly what it was. And you know, they could have been nice and hid the key in the car somewhere.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Especially since Audi, you can only get them at the delership. You can't no locksmith will do it.
Well, let's take a look at this. How many miles? Do you know how many miles are on this
it's
thing?
110,000.
110,000. Oh man, and the battery's charged? This is incredible.
Yeah, I kept it on a triple charger for you. So.
Nice. Man, that has some pretty taillights.
Yeah, I love taillights on there.
Straight up transporter inside. I am gonna pay you $5,500 for this monster.
Yes, sir.
Because we think the going rate is about what, 10,000
roughly,
change?
Yeah, since clean title and body shapes.
So I think I'm getting a pretty good deal, and then it's a fun engine swap. So it'll be the first engine swap in the new building.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I'm
happy to break even on this thing.
And that was really your goal, was to get out of it while you still could.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. So I'm here to buy you out of this deal, and hopefully it works out for all of us. Oh, the carbon was factory? I thought they were red.
Oh, up to.
I don't really know.
Actually, it could be different.
And then it's got like, it's not black optic, is it? It might be. I don't know.
Black.
We need to have somebody like run the VIN. That way we know what the packages were.
Yeah. It's a Premium Plus, I believe.
Premium Plus?
Yeah, it's got the S-Line exterior package, I believe. It has
Sweet.
The door sills and some more stuff.
Oh, it does. Yeah. Man, it looks awesome. All right, I'm super excited about this. Our game plan here is Eli only lives like minutes from the shop. So we're just gonna hook a tow strap to this thing, throw it in neutral, and let the F250 pull it over there.
Shipped his new hood.
Oh, wow.
Box of 2x4s.
That is hilarious. And it was sticking out of the box and they shipped it to you?
That's how they ship it.
It's on freight, so.
Yeah, the old hood will make a good sled. So he's rebuilding this MKX over here. Apparently you rebuild things that are valuable when you're done with them, unlike me. And over here you've got a Titan with the 5.6, probably one of my favorite trucks.
Yep, actually we built that from Copart too. We got hit in the back and I think it ran into something on the front, so it was a bunch of running damage, new bumper, new grill, and some pretty simple stuff. Paint's in terrible shape, but
hey, it looks great, and I saw you do a donut out of the car warehouse over there, so it probably works great too.
I had to. It's easier to back it up and turn it around.
That's true. And behind it, of course, is another one of my favorites here. Look at this 350Z. Ooh-wee. Man, that looks great.
It's dirty right now.
Also, it's not laying on the ground like mine, so it probably drives correctly. Mine does not.
Yeah, the front looks like 2 inches lower than the rest of the body, so it's scratching everything.
So the other day we were out riding, I was bombing on the Goldwing, and Eli was out on the RSV4, and I was like, let me ride that thing. I rode that for what, like 5 minutes?
Yeah, probably less than that.
I went around the block, and I fell in love. That bike is a monster, and I absolutely love it. It looks so good, and like the stance is right. This is what Ducati should be. It rides correctly and still looks good. So
it doesn't break down as much.
It doesn't break down as much. That's the bike you want. If you're looking at like an old 1190, if you're looking at any Ducati sport bike, you should go ride that, and then come back to your decision.
A lot cheaper too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what to buy, but the F250 doing work like it does. It is unstoppable even when he's on the brakes back there. And there's the Audi hanging out in the mirror. We do have a line of cars behind us, but we're pulling like at the speed limit. I don't know what people are stacked up behind us for. I know there's gonna be comments complaining about flat towing an Audi. Of course, it's all-wheel drive with the hall decks and all that sauce. We're going less than 1 mile. I think it's gonna be okay, don't worry. Also, we're going 20. All right, before we start troubleshooting the Audi, I mean, obviously the troubleshooting is kind of done. It's a locked up engine. I want to see what codes it's throwing. But before we do that, with the epic big Autel scanner, look at this big Autel scanner. Oh, I'm just kidding. I got the Samsung fridge with the TV in the door. And if you're like, wow, that's really torn up, I got it dirt cheap. This fridge is usually $3,000. And after haggling with the guy at Best Buy for a little bit, we had a lot of fun. We ended up at about $1,400 because it had a little dent there and a little dent there. So not bad. I don't care about that. It's going in the shop. And we got it for about the same price as a normal fridge. So we got the TV in the fridge, the drinks. Oh, the drinks. And this is of course the one with the cameras in the strip there that you can see inside the fridge if you just like swipe over and hit look inside. So that seems dumb, but you can do it from your phone anywhere in the world. Anyway, that's my money-saving purchase of the day. It cost nearly what I paid for this Audi. Anyway, let's head over to this beautiful car. Oh, it looks so good. I feel like the Transporter, just owning it. And let's hook the Autel up to it and stick the key in there and see what kind of codes it throws when it has a locked up engine. Okay, so we've got the Autel dongle hooked up to the car. I can't figure out where the ignition cylinder is in this thing. And it's pretty funny that it keeps trying to start. I think the battery almost died that time. We have a service due light. We have a beep that won't shut up and a low battery warning. I better hook this thing up to a battery charger. Before we get crazy with it, front left fog light. We've got so many errors on this car. EPC, that might be electronic power steering. I don't really know. We've got the code gearbox malfunction. No! Stop malfunctions! I don't want that many malfunctions. Alright, it says all the fog lights are broken, the battery's dead. I don't think this battery's dead. Alright, this is the saloon, and the 3-liter TFSI. As you can see there, Audi A6 2011 and CCAA 3-liter TFSI. It's got an electronic water pump. I just heard everything rip to life. We've got the heated seat. Oh yeah, you can set every single level of the heated seat controls. Oh man, it's just a good old car. Center console, lower center console, more cup holders, more cup holders. I like this thing a lot. The Autel is 94% done scanning here. Very soon we will know what is wrong with the car. And we've got codes. No engine codes, which is pretty funny. Signal wire implausible for Tiptronics, Tiptronic electrical error, air conditioning error. Basically none of this really matters. More of a charge the battery and put an engine in it. So I don't see anything crazy there. That's pretty funny, that radio malfunction. I did notice the horn sounds hilarious. That's a very nice horn sound. Well, that's that. Not as many codes as I was expecting, and we've got cool puddle lights here. We have an absolutely epic back seat. Wow, those lights get really bright. Plenty of room back there. I mean, legroom is okay, and nice big armrest with, oh man, storage, cup holders, all the usual things you'd expect from that Audi life, and big Supercharged logo. The fog lights are working fine. I don't know why they were aired out, and of course, under the hood, the Supercharged 3-liter TFSI. And don't worry, we do have the airbox. This car is not missing anything at all. So we're ready to do an engine swap and put this thing back on the road. Speaking of engine swaps, let's get over to my house and load up the new 3-liter TFSI Supercharged from J&J Auto Wrecking. Of course, my friends over there had an A6 and they were like, we will absolutely get this right out to you. I got the engine before I could even get the car. And a huge shout out to them for making things happen, like always. And here is the new engine. And I tried to lift it myself earlier and it would not happen because I cannot get the pallet over the legs of the engine hoist while I'm lifting with the engine hoist. So Gabe is coming over. He could be here any second now. And with two of us, I think we can do it. We can just lift up the pallet, slide the engine hoist under it, lift that thing up, throw it in the truck, and get it over to the warehouse. So I'm gonna have to take the engine hoist over to the warehouse too, so I can get it back out of the truck. But hey, a little bit of a puzzle, but we're gonna knock it out. We have succeeded, and the first thing Gabe had to say was, what are you getting a forklift?
Yes.
I'm getting a forklift as soon as I can, because we do not need to do this again. We've done this so many times this year and last year.
You'd think we'd be good at it by now.
Right, but it's just always a nightmare to get a good lift out of them. So, oh man, we sent a hole right through my strap too. At least it's non-slip now.
It's not slipping anymore.
The strap will not rotate. All right, well we got it in there, and here's our universal lowering tool. Since it's the wrong height. Oop, going down. Yes, nice. All right, ready? Ready? Go. Forklifts, they're the key to all work. You can do the whole engine swap with a forklift. You can unload the pallet with the forklift.
You can lift the car.
You can lift the car with the forklift. You don't need this. Oh man, now I know what I want for Christmas. Well, Jacob's here, and with two of us, we were able to get the engine hoist back out of the truck, and it's time to pick the engine. So I think we basically got it here. All we have to do is lift this thing up to its maximum lifting height, which is hilarious. Right about there. Slide it under the truck and pull the engine out. So here we go. It's clear. All right, this is the fun part right here. Oop. Nothing crazy happened yet. Let's see if we can get the load down. Let's go put this with the Audi where it belongs. It's one heck of a skateboard. Check it out, some of our lift accessories are showing up here. So I grabbed these from Lyle, well, one of them so far. These are the same ones Johnny uses, and they are by far the best ones in the game. So I've got casters I need to put on here, and yeah, this thing goes in here kind of like that. Let me see how to set this thing up, put some wheels on it, and we will have my favorite oil drain pans for the lifts. That's how that's gonna go. So the deal is, all the other ones with that big metal thing, everyone always creates like disasters with them, and with this, you can leave it all set up, spin the cap off, and dump it right into your oil collection. And I love doing that at Johnny's. It's the fastest way to do it. He's really perfected the shop game. So I just kind of want to clone his for the workspace. The fun space, it's all mine. Workspace, Johnny inspired. Car Ninja, that is. Lift oil drain, done. And man, these things work super well too. Easiest one to use. Just keep your fingers out of this, because if it ever comes down, one time I had my finger there and I lifted this up and that did not go well. It will crush your finger with just this little bit of momentum. So keep your finger here. Or, you know, use two hands. That's not something we do on this channel, but, you know, using two hands works pretty well. Anyway, I think we now have the cheapest Audi A6, 2011 A6 that there's been in a long time, because I only have $5,500 in the car. It just worked out really well because Eli wanted out of it and I was in a position to get the job done. So I'm super pumped to bring you guys a bunch of videos about this. As soon as we get lifts in, it's on. It's party time. This engine obviously does come out the bottom. I talked to J&J. I was like, hey, did you guys possibly get that out the front? And they said, absolutely no way. So unfortunately, it's going to be an out the bottom. You guys, it'll be the first out the bottom you've seen on the channel, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com where you can get cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Cool. You didn't even really look at it, man. Did you sit in here? I mean, you feel like the transporter when you get in. You're like, let me open the door for you, sir, and then you can just express yourself into the car. Maybe don't step on the tablet because I left it in there. Plus a new battery and a new key, that's $600 right there. They charge like $300 for the battery, and of course you heard $400 for the key. $700, I was wrong.